What's up YouTube? I'm Shoutout Hall and this is Game Talk. Alright, so for today's game, we have the Detroit Pistons versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, the reason I wanted to watch this game is because the Sixers are the hottest team in the NBA right now. Coming into this game, they were on an 11-game win streak with no signs of slowing down. But before I get into my thoughts on the game, let's talk about the numbers. Final score of the game was 115-108 with Philly taking the win. For the 76ers, JJ Redick had 25 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. Ben Simmons had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. And Ersan Ilyasova had 13 points and 11 rebounds. As a team, the 76ers shot 49% overall, 43% from behind the three-point line, and 73% from the free throw line. Moving on to the Pistons, Anthony Tolliver had 25 points and 5 rebounds. Stanley Johnson had 19 points and 5 rebounds. And Andre Drummond had 13 points and 15 rebounds. As a team, the Pistons shot 44% overall, 44% from behind the three-point line, and 60% from behind the free throw line. Now I want to give you guys my thoughts on the game, starting with the Sixers. And one of the first things I noticed for the Sixers this game was how well they did moving the ball. The Pistons' defensive effort wasn't really great this game, but the Sixers still did a great job taking the extra time to find the open man instead of forcing up shots. They had 6 players scoring double figures, so there's no hero ball going on. Everybody's getting involved. This is really great to see with Joel Embiid and Dario Saric out, that nobody is trying to play hero ball and they're still letting everybody get involved. The Sixers also did a really good job not standing around and moving off ball to create other open looks for themselves. Another thing I want to say about the Sixers was that their guards were getting really great penetration into the paint. This is another thing that allowed them to get some extremely easy opportunities, because the guards could always kick it out and the Sixers have several players who can knock shots down from the perimeter. Something else the Sixers did really well this game was deny Andre Drummond the ball in the paint. By doing this, they really eliminated the Pistons' inside presence and forced them to become a three-point shooting team. With that being said though, the one knock I have against the Sixers this game was they didn't do a very good job defending their three-point line. They allowed the Pistons to hit 16 three-pointers and gave them a bunch of wide open opportunities. Because of this, the Pistons actually had a few opportunities to get back into the game in the second half. This may not be as big a deal now playing Detroit at the end of the season, but they're going to want to tighten up their three-point defense because the playoffs are coming. And those are really all my thoughts on the Sixers this game. Now moving on to the Pistons. I don't have much positive to say for the Pistons this game, but one thing they did do well is get to the free throw line. They were aggressive in drawing fouls, and that's really big when playing a team that's better than you. They didn't do very well capitalizing on those opportunities though, as they only shot 60% from the free throw line. Something else I can say as a positive for the Pistons was that they did a good job converting the open three-point looks that the Sixers gave them. Had they not done this, this game could have had a much worse outcome. Now moving on to some negatives for the Pistons, and the first thing I want to say they should do better is defend the paint. They were letting the Sixers get way too much penetration into the paint and letting them get too many easy buckets down there. And because they got so much easy penetration into the paint, defenders had to help over, leaving some people wide open for the three-point line. There were also a ton of uncontested three-pointers. Something else the Pistons need to do better is limiting turnovers. They had 17, and when you're not playing defense, you can't give the ball away. Also, some of the turnovers were just very, very low IQ plays. Something else the Pistons need to do better is actually scoring off the turnovers that they create. The Sixers had 13 turnovers, but the Pistons only scored 8 points from them. There are even more negative things I could say about the Pistons this game because overall it's just awful. But my question is, why was their effort so poor? Like, this team was still in contention for the 8th seed had they won tonight. It was unlikely, but it's possible. And to see them come out so poorly is actually very, very surprising. Alright, so that's really it for my thoughts on this game. If you guys agree with what I said, go ahead and like the video. If you disagree, let me know in the comments and tell me your thoughts. If you enjoy NBA videos in general, go ahead and subscribe to this NBA channel. And I'll see you guys next time.